Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 14 of Forgecraft. What's up, Soren?
Hello.
How are you doing, buddy?
14?
Making machines for the workshop stuff.
Oh, cool. And I hear Mr. CPW has joined us.
Hello.
Yeah.
Hello, how are you, sir?
Oh. I'm doing good. How's everyone doing?
Good, my good sir. Good. I should probably
Just chilling
be
along.
another block down, I would think.
We have a lot of different coppers on the server, don't we?
Do we?
We have lots of different things.
What is this thing? Soren.
We have like different leads as well, and maybe different tins, and different uraniums.
One of them is dangerous.
It's a mystery which one it is.
It's a mystery. Go pick them up, find out.
We're gonna play Monty Hall.
I won! Wait, no, I'm dying. No, I didn't win.
I've got some mechanism uranium already, so...
Yeah, that should be reasonable, right? Where's my ultimate universal cables?
I mean, if I remember correctly from earlier, all of the anything pre-nuclear waste from the Mekanism fission reactors is actually safe to be handled.
That is my understanding.
Just don't eat it because it's very toxic.
That's a very loud portal noise.
Yeah, it's the waste. I know. I've just heard it just constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
can
you're
mute
going to
it.
want to mute that. It plays server wide,
Yeah, there's
or at least very
inventory
wide.
button, little mute muffler thing. You're gonna search for the sound and click. You
It's an
play
amazing,
ball.
it's an amazing
what-
mute mode.
What's doing it? What's causing it?
The
waste
waste
down.
zones.
Oh,
But it's
the waste-
also the portal sound from vanilla Minecraft. So
Yeah. So I think Waystone plays its sound effect in a very large radius or server wide. We haven't quite figured out which.
Well,
it's
I'm at least 1,000 blocks away from you guys, so...
okay.
I
Yeah.
think it's level wide.
So definitely open up your inventory and hit that muffler button and find the portal noise.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So our plan
The-
today
the muffler
is
icon's like the wrong way around.
this stuff, right?
The wrong
That's
way
the
around.
plan.
Like, is everything muffled by default or not?
Oh,
you.
you click it and it's the state that it's going to. So what you want to do is what the button is showing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Speaking of
it's
mufflers.
also one of the things like, can you get that away?
Yeah, I never really know how to do that. I just always default to the other way around.
Oh, that's better.
Minor things.
Oh, the sounds of silence. They're great.
Is there a way to
I love
make
them.
better weapons?
All right, so
Do
you're
I have
making
to get
hydrogen and oxygen. So this is the cyan one. So what we're gonna do is side config.
I mean, there's a couple things in Mechanism.
gases,
There's tankers. Do we have anything that's working in tankers? There's
cyan,
Tetra.
eject on.
Yeah,
so
Tetra.
you should now be getting
I mean,
oxygen.
osmium
Perfect.
tools.
And you are doing
I
water
get
vapor, and you might automatically. Yes, you are beautiful.
Tankers is not done yet.
So that is cool. And then we're going to dump excess hydrogen for now. I don't know if
If
we're
you
going to
got
need it at
osmium,
some
then
point.
osmium
We
tools.
might, but we're going to do that.
Punch above that way.
Pretty good. Yeah, they're basically diamond, just a bit lower.
I'm really hoping that these guys talking is not too loud for you all.
Goodness.
Yeah, I'm literally just starting a dig down to bedrock, so I'm
Cool.
not
All right.
exactly-
So that covers oxygen. Now that's sulfur
Still haven't found
dioxide, right? So we need sulfur
It's possible.
dust.
Has I like used the digital miner in this area and mined all the
Right.
diamonds up?
And sulfur dust, we said, whoops.
I guess I'm not really that close to Dia though.
I've been doing a lot of digital mining in my area, so you're not going to find a lot of ores underneath us.
No.
Yeah,
it's not.
I'm mining pretty far away from.
That also
where
needs
you guys
oxygen.
are, so I don't think so. I think I'm just being a bit unlucky.
I mined over there too.
It's very possible with all these all these tunnels.
It's just like wherever you're going, I mined there too.
It's an absolute maze down here.
Didn't I teach you pressurized reaction chamber, PRC? I thought I taught you that. Did I not? Did I forget that one?
Crusher.
I may have. I think I've got all of you.
Yeah. That'd be nice too.
Need more crafters again. There you are, pressurized reaction chamber. That will come in a moment. We're gonna have to figure out how we're gonna get oxygen, but you're making oxygen. I could probably just pipe you over it. I think that sounds like a plan. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna side config the gases to be that. Right, so now you're gonna build up your oxygen in there, but you're not gonna dump the excess oxygen. So when we have enough oxygen, he's gonna stop his operating, right? And then we're gonna want pressurized tubes. Boop.
Well, that's not good.
And boop.
I appear to have
Gases.
come out into a large cave and fallen into
yeah,
it,
no.
and it's
No.
full of mobs.
Oh dear.
That's going over here, that's right.
The ultimate. Worst
For the
thing.
PRC. Is that done yet?
And I
Yeah.
can't find the
It is.
hole I fell down.
Now, just to be clear,
Oh. Well,
that's
that's,
going to
a
make
very laggy
sulfur
creeper.
for us. Yes.
Yeah, you want to be a little bit careful.
So your gases will be input on the top. Perfect. And then your side config, the orange will be input.
The
on
worst
the
is when you
top.
don't have the pickaxe durability to actually mine your way out of it in a pair of stairs.
Okay. And then you
Unfortunately, I have a couple of.
are outputting to the top.
So-
Beautiful,
so-
right? So now oxygen's going in there and there.
Although
right?
I am right next.
And then
to
you
the
also
ocean,
need
so
water,
That's problematic.
which we are about to get very dire wiry.
Oh, well, mini map will help. Oh, I need to go towards the ocean. Brilliant.
In before dire wire. Hooray, water! It is going to be dire wiry for sure. I'll probably find a better way to manage this in a bit, right? But for now, you know, we're learning the mechanics. So there's going to be a little wire, a little bit of dire wire.
Osmium and copper.
So now you're making sulfur, right? And then you're also going to... Let's output you... Auto eject on. Cool. And then you're chemical oxidizing, right? So your gases will output to the right. And then you'll mix with this, whose side config is... So we want
Sort of
red
generator
input on the
shall I go
left
for?
for gas. I love this.
Bloody game.
I love it. It is the best. Look, sulfur dioxide is happening, right? And sulfur trioxide is happening, right? So now we want your gas to be red in the back. And then orange on the right for gas.
I find that recipe in Power really strange. The rods that
And
are like
you,
different
the
directions.
front,
They're like
will
the same
be output.
thing.
Yes, it is the one complaint I have with that mod. Everything else is roughly fine. It's just that.
It's just a bit weird, isn't it?
Beautiful.
Could do like a
Sulfur
sticker.
trioxide
Yeah.
is turning into
You could-
sulfuric
yeah, just
acid.
diagonally and made it so it's
Now your
it's
blue
this weird
output
minigame.
is the front.
Because they didn't make it cost anymore. They just made it.
And you're getting sulfuric acid in the
blaze
chemical
powder.
dissolution chamber.
Oh,
nice.
lava.
Which is going to get fluorite.
Or lava. Yeah, lava's wound up being a lot easier. I have lava if you need it.
Beautiful. Look at
Oh,
that.
it's fine. There's loads.
Okay.
It's like mining at level 9. There's
I'm
like
in the
levels.
I
underworld.
don't know
There's
what
lots
direction
here.
you're facing.
Yeah,
but-
there's also quite a lot down there as well. TPS is
It's not great.
Infused
borderline.
type.
It's
It's
huh?
better than it was on the first day. At least CBW can play this time.
And hydrofluoric acid.
7.7
Beautiful.
right now.
Okay.
Oh, that's
Now we're
nice.
on to something. All right.
I mean, there
So
are quite
now
a lot
we
of people
need
on at the moment, there's suddenly.
This is
we've
true.
got,
Yeah, it's-
10 people.
uranium ingots.
I've seen
which we can get
17 today,
from
but that was a lot less. It was like 3 or 4 people. And
this
it's
guy,
actually
which I
got more.
presume is
Not
standard
surprising.
processing, right? So if I tossed you in here, you would get me standard things. Yay. Look, Soren, I dire wired in the basement here.
You dire wired?
It looks so good.
I noticed, by the way, that Mekanism now has ultimate factories that can have like 9 slots.
Yeah.
Which is really cool.
I feel like that was always kind of a thing in the previous versions, but never did they have recipes.
You say this is dire wire? Oddly enough, I don't know if you could actually make this better offhand.
It's not terrible. I know that for a
Like,
fact.
I think this is actually fine, to be honest. Normally your dire wire is like You go offset some random direction, you go over, and then you go like, oh, I can just get down here. Fine.
Yeah, that looks alright.
But this is, I think, minimum path without obstructing sides of the blocks. You're fine.
Good.
It's acceptable.
Okay.
Before I've just made a gray bear, and he's just gonna do tire wire everywhere.
That's some uranium enrichment happening there. I see.
Yeah, I'm working on it all.
Tire is evolving.
How many episodes will it be before we have a nuclear disaster?
What?
Probably
Is
0.
evolving. Dun, 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 da, 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 da. Tire bear 20.
Hey, thanks, bro.
Alright, cool. So he's doing yellow cake, and then his side config for gases. He will output his gases to all sides. Because this guy doesn't accept gases, so it doesn't matter, right? And then this guy is making uranium hexafluoride. Booyah! And I want to say that he wants to gas eject out the front. So that should actually already be running. Fissile fuel! Booyah! I am very proud that, like, I tracked all the things I had to do last episode, and I literally just put all the ingredients in today, and it's actually working.
You got uranium processing working?
Yeah, no, like, I literally have fissile fuel right now.
Fantastic.
I'm quite proud of the fact that I did that. We have fissile fuel. Would you look at that? That is awesome. Now, my understanding is this is in no way radioactive, right?
Yeah, it's just.
I'm
quite
staying
poisonous.
over here first.
You've done the
Uranium's not
radioactive
very
stuff, right?
I haven't, but uranium isn't actually that radioactive. It's probably pretty poisonous. So I wouldn't touch it.
Gotcha. No, I totally carried it in my hand, but yeah, no. Yeah, have you played with the mechanism stuff, Tom?
I've done it a bit, yeah. I mean, I've only built like a basic like setup. Like I haven't like really gone into like trying to optimize things. Just like built it. And it's really
Uranium is the new hotness, isn't it? Everybody's like,
I know.
man, that nuclear craft mod, I want to have nuclear power.
cool. I know. It's cool though. I mean, I love having all these different reactors. That's the great thing about nuclear power is that there's so many ways to do it.
Yeah.
Everyone's doing it differently, which is great. I
Definitely.
mean, Lemmings might be doing it as well. So we'll have to wait and see what that's all about.
Oh man, Lemming's gonna do it legit too.
It's gonna be really fun. It's really cool having all of
Concerning.
them.
Especially with his grenades that I've been seeing. Oh no.
So is there a way to detect uranium radiation stuff? And let's.
There's
see.
two things in Mekanism. There's a dosimeter and a Geiger counter, I think.
I have the Geiger counter right now if you want to see it.
Do you have a Geiger counter?
There you go. Yeah, Sinai gave it to me to make sure, like, I could use that to check to see if it was safe around here when he was living around.
And then you said there's like a dosimeter or something?
Yeah, one of them is for actually measuring your irradiation levels, which I'm guessing is the dosimeter.
Dosimeter, okay.
And then there's also the Geiger counter, which like measures the actual radiation in the world. I think.
Oh, so I need HDPE sheets to make that. But yes, the Geiger counter is saying radiation exposure is 99.999. Is that good or bad? I hope that's good.
Nanosieverts per hour. I can't remember what.
At
that
99
unit
is nominal. If it's green, it's nominal.
Okay, green is good. I can do colors. Not everybody can do colors. I acknowledge that, but I can do colors.
Yeah, right. We can do colors.
It's not 99. It's 15,000.
Oh no, that's bad. Yeah, not great, not terrible. I got that joke.
Might I have my Geiger counter back?
Oh yeah, you can. I'll bring it down to you. I made my own, so while you were
Oh, cool.
while you were throwing me one, I was crafting one.
Oh.
So I forgot
didn't know
that
it
you
was-
were throwing
Oh,
me
these
one.
are easy. Okay.
Yeah.
Understood.
So I'm definitely making fissile. Like I almost have 2 buckets of fissile fuel.
Nice.
And like I didn't speed up any of my machines in any way, shape, or form. I'm kind of interested to see, like, given how many resources I threw at this thing, like how much fuel we get. So that's like part of my experimentation here. Is just like how much will we get out of this? Like I'm suspecting the radiation, like the uranium isn't going to burn up too quickly. So
Yeah, I don't think it did. I didn't actually measure it, but I don't think it does get burned too quickly.
Yeah, but like that's a bummer for me because I want a lot of nuclear waste so I can make myself some mecha body armor. Like I'm looking to make the mechanism armor, and that requires polonium, which needs nuclear waste. And like it's 10 to 1 nuclear waste to polonium too.
Polonium is very cool. It's used for a lot of like really high-end stuff, not just the armor. It's used for the chamber. I can't remember what it's called now.
Oh, neat.
It's like another multi-block, which makes antimatter.
Oh, it's used for the mecha tool too, which I've heard is very super fun. And for the nutrition injection unit, which I would also like.
So is the mecha tool like even better than the universal tool? What's it called again?
I think so,
A
yeah.
bit.
It uses it as a
I've
recipe. So like it uses the
Right.
atomic disassembler in the recipe for the mecha tool. So I can only imagine it's like super OP.
Right.
Yeah, there's a lot of things polonium's used for.
I hope the polonium's not put into the handle of that thing because I doubt it's safe to hold.
The wiki says that the liquid version of it is not safe, but the item version is.
Right. So it's like in a casing.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. Now here's an interesting thing. I'm looking at the recipe for polonium pellets, and it looks like 1,000 millibuckets of water plus 1,000 millibuckets of polonium make a fluorite dust. Use a fluorite dust to make a polonium pellet, and then gives you 1,000 millibuckets of spent nuclear waste again, which is how you get polonium in the first place, 10 to 1.
Oh.
So that's interesting.
Can recycle it a bit.
I guess. Like eventually you'll run out, right? Because it's 10 to 1 waste to polonium. But then, okay, interesting.
But I guess it becomes 9 to 1, effectively.
Right. So I guess now I have to look into how to make the fission reactor and the turbines, which are going to be needed to burn that nuclear fuel that we just made. It will superheat water, or there's another resource we can use instead of water. And it'll turn that water into steam, which will spin turbines, and then we can cool the water back down into water, and we can have like a closed loop kind of system like IC2 has. And that could be fun. Yeah, I think that sounds neat.
Oh, so in Mekanism now, the steam that comes out needs to be like condensed into actual water again.
I think it does that in the turbine, because like the fission reactor, you have to. I don't think all the fission reactor does is make steam, I believe.
Right. So it's not like the extreme reactor turbine that just puts out water when you put steam through it.
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm gonna go look at the wiki for a little bit, and we'll be right back. All right, guys, we're back. And I taught my guy how to make some stuff. So like 20-ish of you, I think I want to say. I think I need 22 fission reactor casings. I'm going to start with the smallest one possible. So a 3x3x4. So as all, I'm going to need 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2 more 10 of the glass ones. Reactor glass? We'll find out if that's the right number. I'm not sure. I haven't like perfectly mathed this out just yet. Three by 3x4, I think, is the smallest reactor I can make. And to be fair, I want to do it as small as possible to start. Like, I don't want a huge amount of radiation. I'm doing this small. We're starting small. We're going to see how it goes. And hopefully it goes well, right? So that and that, right, is what we need for the basics. And then we also need a fission reactor port and a control fuel assemblies. So I need a control rod assembly and a fuel rod dude here.
It's not as bad as it used to be. It has a reputation because
What's that?
Pre-Java 8 it was terrible. But in Java 8 it shouldn't be as big of a problem anymore.
What's that?
Big decimal.
I've never used it.
So we're also going to want.
It's just a very big number. It's It's not a floating point. It's like a fixed point number presentation. So
all the auto crafting is working, so that's nice to see.
Oh right. Okay.
And I think this makes 2 at a time,
Operations distinct.
if I'm not
Okay,
mistaken.
big decimal.
That's not too bad.
It's probably just to have a standard API.
By the way, I replaced my logistical transporters down here, so things are way faster. Alright, let's go try and build this reactor. So I'm going to build it not terribly far away, but like, we're going to start small and close-ish, and then we'll expand from there. Right? So the fission reactor casing, right? So we need a 3x3x4, right? Is the smallest we can do.
Cool.
And we can have glass on like these parts. Again, no idea what I'm doing, kind of just winging it. Things you don't want to hear a nuclear engineer say. Did I math this right? Because I am very proud of myself if I did. And then inside here, we want the fission fuel assembly and the control rod assembly. So the control assembly goes here, and the fuel rods go on top of it. And then if this were taller, I think you'd put more fuel rods on top, right?
Do you think he's qualified to be doing this?
Now, he also needs
No.
some of this. And I don't know if this is too small. I'm reading off the wiki, right? But you want a fission reactor port or 2. And then we're also going to want this dude.
I think like right next to his base.
Alright, I am missing something. The control assembly goes on top of all the fission fuel assemblies, my bad. Which makes sense, because control rods are usually controlled from the top, right?
I think the model on the
Oh, there we go.
fuel assemblies are really nice.
Dude, they are. And you know what's also really nice? The UI. There's a scram button. I don't know what it does, but it's big and red,
the
and
heat as
Soren,
well.
don't touch it. Coolant tank, fuel tank, stats. Cool. Heat capacity, fuel surface area, boil efficiency. That's pretty awesome. And you can rate limit it too. Current burn rate. That's awesome. You can rate limit it like the fusion ones. So we're going to want to start super small here is basically the plan, right? Like super small. I think that's a smart plan, right?
I find the bar at the bottom, like that sort of growing, the heat bar at the bottom, really, really cool. Like that's, I don't know how to, I wouldn't be able to do that in a GUI. Pretty cool.
It's super cool. I think I can make this. Can I make 2 of these? I totally can. Booyah! That's what's up. Look at you guys all crafting and stuff. Very nice.
Blasted cobblestone.
We're gonna need some more liquid osmium though.
Yes, sure.
Totally need more osmium coming in. So you're gonna want to be over here, buddy. Configure you, no tag. Forge ores osmium? Yes. Wow, that's a lot of osmium. I'll take it. Okay. Looking good. Quantum entangloper, are you done crafting already?
Why was there a
wow, 2
stone
quantum
tetra?
entangleopers. Don't mind if I do.
A stone tetra.
Alright, so you are going to be a private network called DW20.
Stone from a mod called Tetra.
Oh, that's the thing that gives you the geodes when you break them.
Wow, look at all this stuff. Energy. You will input on all sides. Beautiful.
Which you smash up like a Kinder egg, and get a prize.
Look, he's got a nice internal buffer of power.
That's lava.
Sweet.
Guess I can't go that way.
I should really make another energy cell over here. Well, you know what I should do? That's what I should do. I should put my energy cell back. That was over here. I should even upgrade him is what I should do, but we'll get to all that. But right now, my this isn't going anywhere, right? So now it should be. Very nicely, actually. Beautiful. And then you're going to be filling up nice and fast, I would expect. Looks like you are. Pretty quickly.
Breaking open a workbench may yield valuable minerals.
Sweet.
So do I just smash it on a workbench?
Yes. In the workbench thingy. They're not that valuable.
What do you mean in the workbench thingy? Just craft it in the workbench.
If you craft in a workbench, I think you're guaranteed to get flint. But there's like the from that mod, there's a workbench in a Tetra workbench. You can use a hammer and you'll get other resources randomly. But I think you're guaranteed to get lapis if you use it in a vanilla crafting table. Okay. So now, what I'd like is another pump. I think I should teach you how to make pumps because I see like I'm gonna probably be using pumps a lot.
So I have to make one of its workbenches. All right. Rip iron pick. Is there any better pick technology?
Yes, mining gadgets.
Yeah, I know, but I need diamonds for that.
Tetra has like a whole upgrade system. I haven't played with it at all because I went straight for mining gadgets, but Tetra's pretty cool.
Tetra's cool, actually. Yeah, I played with it a bit last time. If you just want a simple pickaxe, Osmium's pretty good. It's like double iron and a bit quicker.
Yeah, no, I know, but I'm planning Doddsby immediately.
If you want to like jumpstart your tech level CBW, feel free to come to my base and steal some stuff.
No, I'm playing it to play. So if I do this, then I don't know what I get. So. Okay.
Right, and then we
Right,
can
click
quantum
right
entangle
there.
over you.
Log mallet.
So you currently have no power, but I'm going to set this to DW20 set. And I'm going to side configure energy to be all out. And now you should be getting power. But you're not. Why?
Good evening.
Hello.
Oh, works.
If
Yo, what's up,
need
Rex?
texture
There we go.
DW, I'm pretty up on Fae.
That's right.
Oh, what's that? What's that, Rex? I'm recording,
I'm
FYI, just so you know.
One picture if you'll need. In
So we
fact,
don't-
I'm just standing here staring at a wall, shooting arrows into it because I'm leveling up a bow.
Oh, look, I've got coolant in my coolant tank now. Yay!
That's how Legolas did it. He just stood in front of a wall for 20 years
Yeah, that's right.
from the age of 5. Look at him now.
I like it.
Now he can shoot 3 orcs in half a second.
Yeah, and while skating on a shield
Yeah.
down some stairs.
Output the reactor
And
reaches
that's all
dangerous
from standing in
temperature.
front of a
Output when the
wall.
reactor has excess waste. Output when the reactor
Gotta start
reaches
somewhere.
critical damage levels. Output when the reactor has insufficient fuel. That's neat.
I mean, the way the mobs are moving around at the moment on the server is pretty much like
I like
shooting at a wall.
that. So we're going to want another one of these fission logic dudes.
It's funny because I haven't seen as much dumbness from the mine colonies AI, particularly the raiders. The raiders still seem pretty vicious.
I've not come across them. Is there something that you won't see unless you set up a colony?
How
Correct.
do
Yes.
you get a tier 2 hammer?
You need another hammer, and then you use that hammer to hammer the first hammer.
So I make a second hammer.
First, I'll turn him into a flea. I'll put that flea in a box. Put that box in another box. Nail that box to the side. And when it arrives, smash it with 2 hammers.
Can anyone understand what he's saying? Or is it just me who's lost?
You've never watched Emperor's New Groove, I already know.
So what do
Can
I
this
do
go
with it?
here?
I smack it with another hammer. How do I do that?
Yeah.
So you just have to have the other hammer in your inventory.
The
and
answer is
Tetra
no.
will understand that you are using it to improve the tool that you have in the bench.
Poof.
Do you
Oh,
have a
good.
bench?
He's still got his water in there.
Yes, I just crafted a bench by smacking the hammer on a vanilla bench. Yes.
Okay, great. So you want to
Okay,
put
so
your hammer.
I put a hammer in there, yeah.
Yep.
And I've got another hammer. Now what do I do? Do I smack the bench with it?
No, you want to. So in the workbench, in the UI, you can see that there is a head material.
Yeah.
Cool.
You want to click on that.
We'll figure that out
and
probably
then you
next
want
episode.
to click on what kind of head you want to replace it with. So in your case, you want another hammer.
I do like it showing
And
the
then you
water
have
in
to
the tanks.
provide
That's
it with a
super cool.
material. So in your case, to get a tier 2, that would be stone,
Okay.
not cobblestone, actual stone.
Well, that's not good.
No, I know. I've told
Yeah,
Nikolaus about that. It's a little inconsistent.
Yeah, that really confused me at first.
Because you'll find that the
interesting.
other tools will accept
Okay.
cobblestone fine.
Very interesting.
But not
It's
the
just
really?
the hammer. Yeah, it's just the hammer.
Clicking on the glass
So I
anywhere
need to
does
do
this.
both sides of the hammer
Neat.
head? Because I see
Yeah.
two sides, left and right.
Yeah, you do.
Okay, cool. So we're totally want to do that. So now let's look at turbine production. All right, guys, we're going to wrap up the episode here. That is wrapping up point. But next episode, we'll come back. We will build the turbine that we will use to generate power from the steam in the fission reactor. And then we'll get our spent fissile fuel, aka nuclear waste. And that nuclear waste we will turn into plutonium and then start working towards our mecha bodysuit. For now, that's one signing off. Hope you guys enjoyed the episode. Take it easy.